स्टार्ट करें।
Okay, I am Mariam. Now I will discuss history. Hepatitis A virus is referred to as one of the most oldest disease known to mankind by WHO. Epidemics have been reported since 5th century, but the major epidemics were reported in 17th and 18th century during World War in Europe. Hepatitis A virus was first identified and isolated by an American virologist, Stephen Mark Finestone, in 1973 during World War II. Before the discovery of hepatitis A virus, it was already suspected to cause liver damage in 1908. Next, now epidemiology. Hepatitis A virus occurs sporadically and in epidemics worldwide. It is the most common cause of acute viral hepatitis in the United States. In the pre-vaccine era, hepatitis A virus occurred every 10 to 15 years in cycles. मतलब कि ये हर 10 से 15 साल में इसका हेपेटाइटिस ए वायरस का आउटब्रेक जो है वो रिपीट हो रहा था साइकिल्स में. In 2007, nearly 3,000 acute clinical cases of hepatitis A virus infection were reported in the United States, जिसमें मोस्टली जो है वो अंडर 15 ईयर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन वो इफेक्ट हुए थे. It is estimated that 1.5 million clinical cases of hepatitis A virus reported worldwide each year. One of the most frequent cause of hepatitis A virus is foodborne infection. जैसा कि 1988 में शंघाई में एक आउटब्रेक आया था कंटामिनेटेड फूड की कंजम्पशन की वजह से, जिसकी वजह से 3 lakh people जो है वो अफेक्ट हुए थे हेपेटाइटिस ए वायरस. Now Deveria will discuss, continue the topic.
Thank you, Maria. Now I'm going to continue the topic. So I'm going to talk about the major outbreaks of hepatitis A that occurred worldwide. Outbreaks resembling hepatitis A virus have been reported from Europe in the 17th and 18th century during the period of war. Two pathologists, Bamberger and Virtue, proposed the name catarrhal jaundice. The name was derived from the word catarrh, which means the inflammation of mucous membrane in one of the airways or cavities of the body, usually with reference to the throat and paranasal sinuses. It was named because, as they believed the disease to be caused by mucus blockage of common bile duct. Viral origin of this disease was first indicated by MacDonald. The virus was identified when the focus was changed from serum to feces. It was first seen under immunoelectron microscope in fecal suspension from infected prisoners. It was not until early 1900s that the mode of transmission of hepatitis A was identified. Although there was evidence of person-to-person contact spreading the virus, but still it was thought to spread through droplet nuclei. The most major known outbreak in history affected 300,000 people that was reported from China in 1988. Now let's talk about foodborne hepatitis A virus outbreaks. Actually, most of them should not be counted as outbreaks as they are more of like sporadics. Hepatitis A virus has high morbidity rate and is highly contagious but does not have much severe effects. And as we have discussed earlier, the outbreak in China that affected 300,000 people, it was caused by the consumption of contaminated raw clams. Other than these, during 2013 to 2014, some European countries were affected by the consumption of frozen berries, which led to 1,589 cases, among which Italy had 1,438 cases alone. And in 2016, in USA, 292 cases of hepatitis A virus were reported after ingestion of frozen scallops. Here, let's look at this table. This table indicates the outbreaks of hepatitis A virus worldwide over the last decade. As we can see, the most common rate of route of transmission in these cases is fecal-oral route and then through sexual contact. Now, Hiba Atif will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Javeria. I'm going to discuss about mode of transmission. Hepatitis A virus is most commonly transmitted through the fecal-oral route. Although hepatitis A virus contamination of food material can occur anytime during cultivation, preparation, and most commonly during distribution due to infectious food handlers. It can widely spread on environmental surfaces, hands of food handlers, sewage, as well as in a variety of food products. Hepatitis A virus is relatively resistant to higher temperatures and can also be degraded immediately in high pH. MSM transmission. Studies have found that in developed countries, people who engage in sexual intercourse with casual partners, oral anal intercourse, and household or sexual contact with acute hepatitis A patients. Several reports have been reported among men who have sexual contact with men. Parental transmission. Rare reports of transfusion-related hepatitis A have been published over the years. It rarely transmitted by blood or blood products collected from infected donor. Now the topic will be continued by Aruba Khalik.
Now, I will discuss the vaccine. It will 2 years in the development and licensing of an effective vaccine. Hepatitis A vaccine were approved in 1991 in Europe and US in 1995. There are two types of hepatitis A vaccine. The first type is the single dose hepatitis A vaccine. The other is combination vaccine, which is used for hepatitis A and B both. In 1991, a preliminary study was published among vaccine demonstrating neutralizing antibodies following the administration of formalin inactivated vaccine. Two laboratory attenuated strains were used for vaccine production are HM175 and CR326F. Adverse effect following the administration of vaccine were minimal. यानी कि जब जब वैक्सीन बढ़ती गई हेपेटाइटिस ए की केसेस कम होते गए. Live attenuated hepatitis A vaccine was developed subsequently. Now Sumaika will continue further.
Now we discuss the additional information. According to WHO, improved sanitation, food safety, and immunization are the most effective ways to combat hepatitis A. The spread of hepatitis A can be reduced by adequate supplies of safe drinking water, proper disposal of sewage within communities, and personal hygiene practices, such as regular hand washing before and after meals and after going to washrooms. Regarding immunization for outbreak response, recommendations for hepatitis A vaccine should be site specific. According to CDC, recent outbreaks have mainly affected adults. Increased vaccination efforts targeting adults in at risk populations can have limit the size, duration, and spread of person to person outbreaks. Two standard doses are to be administered. Immunoglobulin are recommended for children less than 12 months, individuals with chronic liver diseases, and immunocompromised patients. So this is the overall presentation of our group. Thank you.